Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Hope everybody had a great week so far. I know it's only Tuesday, but hope everybody had a great Monday and an even better Tuesday. Beautiful weather out. Oh my goodness gracious, beautiful weather. Hope everybody's doing good. Hope everybody's great. Shout out to our subscribers. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. I truly appreciate you guys. Thank you for sharing it. Thank you for hitting the like button. And if you guys again, hit the bell so every time we upload, you guys know Dougie has uploaded. You'll be hearing some great content. That's what we're always gonna get, positive content, right? We're all going to tell the truth on this channel, but that's what it's all about, right? And I don't like the truth. So if you don't like the truth, this ain't channel for you. So, but again, thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. Real talk on here. We have to keep it real, right? Because that's the only way it should be, keeping it real. Again, the other day we was talking about the Northwestern football situation that's going on at Northwestern University, where Pat Fitzgerald, which is the head coach of Northwestern since 2006, football player there. You know, a mainstay fixture at the University of Northwestern. What he says go, right? So this was the problem. A lot of times when these coaches are there for ages, the Sabins and these guys, all them guys have been coaches for ages there, and they're winning championships and bringing money there. I don't know what's going on with Northwestern, but Northwestern ain't won nothing, right? I think they've been terrible. I think last year they had one game. They won one game. The year before that, they won 3 games. So they've been terrible. So I don't know what's going on with that. But they just gave him a big old contract. I think like 5 years, $58 million. He's into the second year of his contract. So everybody's trying to cover themselves, right? The coach, the president, everybody's trying to cover themselves, right? But who is the problem? I think was Miss Hickey, right? She did the investigation with the law firm, right? So she don't think that none of these coaches know anything about these guys being touched in an inappropriate way. Something wrong with her. See, right? They trying to. Something happened. Yeah, something happened, but it didn't really happen. If it happened, or it didn't happen. Real simple. If you're a football coach, I have coached. I have coached football, and I've been in football coaches' rooms and everything else, right? You know what's going on in the team. You have players that you coach to, wherever they come talk to you, they tell you what's going on. Like anything, right? If you work with inmates or whatever, them trustees are going to come talk to you and tell you what's going on, right? But this is anywhere. So you can't tell me that no coach knew what was going on in that locker room. If you didn't, you should have. But someone should always be going through that locker room all the time. Someone should always be going through that locker room all the time to make sure everything's good. Because you know you got play fiends, right? You got freshmen there, right? You know some seniors gonna mess with the rookies, right? The freshmen. So that's why to cool down the clowning around so no one gets hurt. No people get hurt in the locker rooms. Fights break out in the locker room. Somebody be there to break it up. So somebody has to know what's going on in the locker room. So like Macerville had their little problem going on. Coaches was in one room and the kids was in another locker room. They didn't know what was going on. So you hold them accountable for that. Somebody got to be going in. Somebody got to be that. Tomorrow's your day to go through the locker room. Tomorrow's your day to go through the locker room, right? But this is the problem. Don't care because there's money involved. Big time Division I football, right? So when a parent brings their child to that coach and say, look, for the next 4 or 5 years, I need you to look out for my son. The problem is that parents got to be helicopter parents too. In this society we live in. Someone has to make sure that, hey, no, I'm going to let them know that my son has a face in front of him, right? Hey, that's my father right there. Oh, that's Joey's dad right there. I know he don't play no games. It has to be that way in the society we live in. The problem was that everybody put Brother Fitzgerald up on a pedestal that he was holier than thou because who he was in Northwestern University. Oh no, them guys are too smart to be doing stuff like that over there. That's a smart college over there. They're too smart to do stuff like that. Happens everywhere. These play fiends, all kind of mess going on, happens everywhere. If you've been in locker rooms long enough, you know what happens, right? I wouldn't care if it's Penn State, I don't care if it's Iowa, it happens. That's why it has to be a coach there, someone there, not attached to the team, that's going to tell you, stop it. And if you hit that head coach, and these head coaches have got these jobs now, right? If you haven't learned from the Penn State situation with Coach Paterno and Sandusky, shame on you. allowing that stuff to go on. Everybody turned a blind eye about this stuff. No one act like they saw it, or they didn't want to know about it. Hey, don't say it around me. I don't want to know. I don't know what's going on. First thing they say, I don't want to know what's going on. Well, you just as bad as they are. You know what's going on, but you don't want your name attached to it because it's going to stop you from getting a job somewhere else if you say something about it. They're going to put you out there, blackball you from the coaching profession. It's sad, but this is what happens, right? So this is why they all should be counted. The lady who did the investigation, Miss Hickey, her, right? She just as bad. That BS report she gave, right? That half report she gave. Then the president, first he want to give only a 2-week suspension in July when nothing's going on in July. That's telling you how BS that was, right? Everybody trying to tiptoe around Fitzgerald, from the Pat Fitzgerald. Everybody want to tiptoe around him. But now he's trying to cover his up, but he ain't going to say that he knew what was going on, because why? It's going to mess with his money. The rest of that $58 million he's supposed to get is going to mess with that. So he don't want to mess with that. That's hey. Because he might not see another football job in my lifetime, right? So this is why everybody's trying to cover their butts now. Michael Schill, which is the president of the university, just got the job, I think back in April, whenever he just got the job. New president of the university, right? So this has been going on for a minute, right? So he found out they had to put the report been going on since last year, right? So everything was going on. They knew what was going on, right? But the president, when he first got this from these people, right? Even if it was half done yet, right? They already knew. He knew it was the allegations of this guy sexual assault and stuff between players in the class in the locker room. Right then and there, when he gave down that suspension, it should have been no 2-week suspension. Right then and there, I said, bro, I got to cut you at the knees right now, because you know this is gonna come back to haunt you. You know it's gonna come back to haunt you. When you get that BS suspension of 2 weeks during the off season in July when nothing's going on, right? Kids are home before they come back for practice next month. Blah blah blah. Everybody wants to go. So that was a BS right then and there. Everybody tiptoeing around Pat Fitzgerald. So President Schill, he should be fired too. And that people who did the Miss Hickey, who did the investigation, she should be sad. No way in the world, she shouldn't even got paid. But that BS, that BS report she gave, you got people, about 13 people saying this happened with current players and former players, saying this type of behavior that goes on at the university. So we know something's wrong there, right? Okay, first thing everybody want to say, what the first thing the coach say? Oh, I know this was going on. Well, you should have. You are the head coach of that football team. It's like with the basketball coach at the time in Louisville. Oh, I know people going to the locker room doing what they was doing. I mean, not locker room, in the dorms, right? First thing they say, I didn't know what was going on. Got to hold you accountable. Who's that, Rick Pitino? Got to hold you accountable. Coach from Iowa, Coach Prince, right? He's saying that he know the coaches was calling people out of the name, racial slurs and stuff. He told me he didn't know what was going on. You know what was going on. You know the type of coaches you hire. There's no excuse for a coach to say, I didn't know what was going on your team. This is your team. You want to decide who's going to play, who ain't going to play. You want to decide who gets the scholarship, ain't going to get the scholarships, right? You have to know what's going on in your team. That whole Northwestern program, need to shut it down. It's a bad culture. You can't clean that up, because you got players already talking about, oh, poor Coach Fitzgerald. Oh, you know what's going on, but what it is, they've been so brainwashed with this type of behavior, they think the behavior is okay. Think it's okay to bully people. That's what it is. It's bullying. 2023. This is still going on with the bullying. Still going on. 2023. This ain't 1970s, 78, 80s, where this crazy stuff was going on between the fraternities and all this stuff, all this crazy hazing. Stuff has to stop. This is bullying. That's what it is. 2023. Bullying is still going on. Has to stop. It's coming from the top dogs. They giving hits out like it's candy. You don't do well on that drill, or you messing up in the drill, they send the word out to get you, right? So they ain't no bully. That's coming from the top. And these captains and these ball players are so, all right, they got them so brainwashed, right? Because they've been around them coaches so long. This they think is right. Until it happens to them. Most likely it did happen to them, but they think, well, this is the culture. This is how it's supposed to happen. No. But we don't know what it does to the person now, right? We don't know because of PTSD, right? That constant every time I go out, this is gonna happen to me, right? I'm a rookie. Are they gonna haze me? What type of hazing are they gonna do to me? No, they're not making you sing at the luncheon. No, they make you go in the locker room, be naked with each other, snap the ball to you naked, right? They rub it up against you naked, right? That you're doing naked pull-ups naked, right? No way this type of behavior should be going on. No way this type of behavior should be going on. Some coaches, all them coaches had to know about it. Not only just Coach Fitzgerald, the rest of the coaches had to know about it too. Y'all and them coaches, y'all get together. And who's more closer to the players than the strength coach, right? That strength coach is pretty close. He deals with all the players. Not just your position coach. The strength coach deals with all the players. That guy should know too. Real simple. He should know too. And I ain't through an hour. Coach Friends, him and the son, them guys should have lost their job before. They should have all lost their job. With the stuff that went on, they had to pay out money, right? They all should have lost their job. We know what was going on. And other players said they was being called all kind of racial names. And they thought it was okay by the coaches. No, it's not okay. When are we going to start having peace, love, and respect for each other, right? We're talking about we building men. Yeah, we building men, building that culture, of good culture, where they get their education, right? So but they don't think it's going on when they go coach somewhere else. They don't think it's okay to do the same thing. Because Coach Friends was okay with Coach Friends at Iowa. Coach Northwestern, Coach Fitzgerald and Northwestern for us to do this type of behavior, naked football, naked snapping the ball with the quarterback, center exchange. What kind of mess is this? What are we teaching here? Problem is they need somebody independent that comes in there and say, you know what, we're not doing this. Do what you're doing in the locker room, but we not have this type of behavior in the locker room. We're not going to do it. But somebody got to step up. One of them cavalry coaches over at Northwestern, all of them knew what was going on, but no one woman said anything about it because they were about losing their job. Coaches at Iowa knew this stuff was going on, were about losing their job. Everybody play ball. You know this shit goes on. The first thing you say to yourself, oh yeah, I remember seeing stuff like that. I remember seeing somebody get pants. Yes. This been going on way back when I was in high school. People doing all kind of crazy sex games. And I look at them jokers and say, look, bro, I don't play them games. Grown men play these games. And you gotta tell them, look, I don't play that stuff. Don't do it around me. I don't play these games. Somebody gotta step up and speak up. If you don't speak up, they're gonna keep doing it. And applaud them two guys, them 13 people that stepped up and told about what was going on in Northwestern. Of course, it's wrong. I don't care how you cut it. I don't care how you slice it. It's wrong. You don't play like that. You can have all different ways to do camaraderie with your team, right? Go out and play bowling together, right? Go out and play some cornhole together, right? That's camaraderie, right? That's competing, right? When you start playing these sex games in the locker room, where you got people being felt up because they just think it's cool, or you think that brings bonding? That ain't bonding. Other men touching each other naked who don't want to be touched by each other. That's the problem. Shout out to our angels. Shout out to Kenny Brunson. Shout out to Kenny Brunson. Shout out to Brother Jackson, Ben Jackson. Shout out to Ben Jackson. Great talking to you today, my brother. Great talking to you, Ben Jackson. We're doing curls early. We already got some sets in early. And I want to talk about this to you guys extensively about what's going on in Northwestern, right? All these, we ain't done with these Northwestern Iowa, right? You know what Penn State did back in the day, way back there with Coach Paterno and them guys, Sandusky and them guys, right? So, no one have learned from that. Shame on them. How about the ESPNs, right? No one was reporting on this stuff on Sunday. Everybody trying to stay away from this subject, right? Until all of a sudden it came down where the president finally said, "No, what? I gotta do something." Got in touch with his trustees, with the people, people at the university. Hey, maybe we gotta cut this guy at the knees. We gotta cut a lawsuit with this guy. What about the lawsuit later? But you couldn't have him come back coaching this year. Couldn't. See what's going on in the D1 football, D1 sports period, right? We know there's a lot of money involved in D1 sports, especially with the Pac-10, Big Ten, SEC. So much money going in this in football and sports and the university and everything else. So they're able to pay these coaches all this kind of money, right? Why they want to win? Brings a lot of money, right? But this is why. But if someone has to be held accountable. When people are being disrespected, people are being abused in the locker room, that's supposed to be your safe haven when you come from practice, right? Sit there, get dressed, what you gotta do. That's your safe haven, right? Being around your other players, that's supposed to be your peace right there, right? When you gotta worry about coming to a locker room, someone hazing you, someone coming to you with masks on like they're gonna do all kinds of type of weird sex behavior to you, that's wrong. Our university, when you gotta worry about coming to the practice and games, you gotta worry about the coach saying racial slurs to you, that's the problem. See, but I guess they would have threw me off the team, but I would have said something. See, some things you just can't tolerate. You know, people play games, football, whatever, right? Sports. But certain things you ain't gonna tolerate the sex games, and you're not gonna tolerate the racial problems on the team. That's supposed to be cut out right then and there. That's supposed to be stopped right then and there. Because you're supposed to be a team. So if any coach allows that happening on their team, shame on him. One thing when I played for Coach Osborne, one thing he would not allow was racial prejudice on the team. If he thought the coach was that way, he was going to get rid of the coach. One thing about that man, Coach Tom Osborne, University of Nebraska, one thing about that man, he was a great man. He's a great man. He wasn't allowing that. He thought any problem on that team was when he might come in, we had a lot of black ball players on the team. He wasn't allowing no racial problems on the team. He did not, they didn't play that. He stopped. If he thought that anybody said anything about something, his team meeting, he's speaking up, he's going to speak in front of the whole team. He's going to stop that. See, if that kind of stuff was going on in Nebraska, Coach Osborne was coaching, he wouldn't allow it. Because he knew he was the top dog. He knew what he said was law. And the rest of the guys was going to listen to what Coach Osborne said. So that's the problem, right? Coach Fitzgerald holds you accountable. You know what's going on that team. Coach Ferenz, you know what's going on that team. You know that coaches was disrespecting them players because of their dress and where they wore their braids and whatever else they was going. He didn't want them to wear because they said it was too black, right? That's the problem. Let them be themselves. I wouldn't care his hair down the back. Let them be themselves. Let them be themselves. This is 2023. As long as they come to practice, they're not misbehaving, they go to class, don't they supposed to be good citizens? What's the problem? What's the problem? We gotta get better, guys. I love my sports. I love my sports. But we gotta have togetherness. Gotta have peace peace in that locker room, right? Gotta have great leaders leading these teams, right? Can't have a coach that in between. Can't have that. Coach Fitzgerald, you're dead wrong. We know we've been in them locker rooms. You know what was going on. You thought it was part of the culture. You thought it was okay. They got to tear that whole culture down that was there and bring it back up. I'm not sure who you're going to bring that for that. You know, because we know that's not a big football powerhouse anyway, right? Academics, right? But they were so smart, they were stupid because they're so afraid to tell what's going on. So smart, they ain't got no common sense. So smart, they thought that was okay for that type of behavior to be going on on the football field and in the classroom. In the locker room. That mess. Talking about, the coaches don't come in because that's all. I would say that's a problem to you captains. You truly ain't a captain. Truly not a leader. If you're allowing this to go on to another person, you thought this was okay. It's not okay. That other men rubbing up on each other, playing tackle football in the locker room. What kind of mess is that? Got guys doing pull-ups naked in the locker room, doing pull-ups in the locker room. Got guys soaping up. Got linemen soaping up in front of the shower, and you gotta get past them while they all soaped up naked. What kind of mess is that? Somebody, keep it 100, somebody's jaw should got broke. We don't play those games in the locker room. What you do outside that locker room is your business. When them in that locker room, we don't play those games. No sex games in the locker room. We don't play those games. No bullying in the locker room. We don't play those games. Gotta be some accountability held here. Mr. Michael Schill, the president. You came back and you got it together, but you got it together the first time. This is why we're gonna still get you, right? But you should have gotten the first time. There's a precedent. When you found this out, and they came out with their findings from that legal team, got this stuff together to say, hey, something's going on here. Well, right then and there, it was too much right then and there. But we know we got common sense. We know that coach knows everything will go on. Let's keep this stuff real. About you only give them the 2 weeks first, and in the summer, y'all agreed upon it. Hey, Pat, want to know what we could do? We'll do 2 weeks in the summertime where you're off and when you're on vacation anyway, in a way. We'll do 2 weeks without pay. How's that? That's good. That's good. That's good, Mike. That's good. We'll take care of that, Mike. Well, good. Thanks, Pat. Not a problem. The Pat said, hold on. You talking about what? You want to give me what now? You want to fire me? I thought you said the other day on Friday that we was good. Yeah, you were good until we made this happen. To the newspaper, to the school newspaper got hold of this and they put it on blast. We got to commend the school newspaper in Northwestern. Put them on blast. They stepped up, did their job. Again, want to reach me at glowpowercmd72@gmail.com. That's glowpowercmd72@gmail.com. You want to talk to me? Holler at your boy. I do not have a problem telling you what's wrong. That's wrong. Well, that was wrong. Coach Ferenz and his brother and his son, they should have lost their job. But see, Coach Ferenz has so much power there at Iowa, that's the problem. The guys been at these jobs for so long, they part of the fixture of the university. The people are afraid to say anything to them. But they think they're law, they think they're God at the university. That's the problem. Every once in a while now you gotta leave once somebody there new, right? That's the problem. Ego. Worst thing in the world is the male ego. If you can't control that ego, it's a problem. Coach Pat Fitzgerald can't control his ego. Coach Ferenz can't control his ego. Urban Myers couldn't control his ego at Ohio State, the stuff he was doing, right? Division I sports, that's the problem. We love them, but too much power, too much money involved. Put them up on a pedestal. That's the problem. Just keep it 100. We don't keep it real. That's why we call this concrete mature discussions, CMD, right? That's what we have in here. Don't nobody want to speak up and say anything. Everybody want to hide behind the door, knowing that this type of behavior goes on in the locker rooms, right? Play fiends. You know we got play fiends in the locker room. We have play fiends in the locker room, and that's the problem. So they know why. They know there's not going to be a coach walking through the locker room. Coach over there with the coaches talking about whatever at practice, whatever they're doing, watching the film, what they're doing. This is the type of behavior that goes on. Someone has to be in that locker room controlling that mess, and not a team, not the player either, not a captain, because he's gonna feel like that. Oh, they're putting pressure on me. No, we don't want to put that pressure on you. Somebody getting paid, outside entity getting paid to do this, right? Shame you got to do it, but they got the money to do it. You want to put me in that locker room? Put me in that locker room. Ain't nothing gonna happen up in that piece. Like I said, that strength coach should be going too. But you know he knows what's going on there too. Everybody deals with the strength coach. Everybody talks to the strength coach. Happy birthday, Artie Mintz. Happy birthday, Artie. Everybody deals with the strength coach, right? Everybody does the strength coach. See, I'm not saying somebody don't know what I'm talking about. I've been in these locker rooms. I play D1 football, so I know this stuff goes, right? I've been a strength coach. These guys come talk to you. They talk to you. You know what's going on. You know somebody got a problem with a girlfriend. You know somebody got a problem with doing this. You know somebody got a problem with a parent. You know this stuff is going on. They talk to you. You know there was some hazing going on in that locker room. Them players knew what was going on, but their loyalty is going to be the coach, right? But they've been dealing with him for a minute. He brought them in here with scholarships, right? So them players come up saying, oh no, Coach Fitzgerald didn't know nothing about it. You expect them to speak up for him. That's their dog, right? Some guys like that behavior. Some guys think that's cool. They didn't think that was a problem. With them sex games. They don't think it's a problem. Grabbing people in the butts. Grabbing people on their lower region. Some people think that's cool. That's just fun. Oh, we're just having fun. Some people don't like that type of behavior. That's bullying. When you start putting sticks in people's rooms and people's cracks and stuff, that's wrong. That was Sayreville High School, Sayreville, New Jersey. That was going on, right? They thought that was okay. No, it was sexual assault. What's the difference what happened in New York when them cops were doing that to that dude, right? That's sexual assault. What's the difference? Someone has to be held accountable. Pat Fitzgerald, starting with you. Coach, we ain't gonna call you coach no more. Because you messed up that name. You, right? You put disgrace on the coach's name. Coach is a teacher. We talked about that earlier. Coach is a teacher. You're supposed to be teaching, right? People have come to you and trust you. Like I said before, coach cannot have one racial bone in his body. Cannot have it. Cannot be discriminated. No. You have to love everyone. Because you are putting a mind. You have a people everlasting mind on you. They're gonna think about you the rest of their life. I remember Coach so-and-so did this back in the day. Coach so-and-so was so cool. He taught me this. He taught me this. Taught me all this. That's the type of impression that we leave on young men and women, right? When you do this type of behavior, that type of person is going to be on them the rest of their life. You allow this type of behavior to happen in the classroom. Okay, in the locker room. Okay, how much money you give them from lawsuits? You'll still not stop that stain in their brain they have, right? Same with the guys, football players from Iowa, that was going on in Iowa with the strength coach, what he was doing there, calling people all type of racial names, right? And coach, for instance, oh, I didn't know what was going on. You knew what was going on. Stop it. If you didn't, shame on you. That's your team. That's your corporation, right? You're the CEO of Iowa football. You're the CEO of Northwestern football. Urban Meyer, you're the CEO of Ohio State, right? You're a leader. So you have a reputation to hold. You have people look at you, look at this way, right? We know little stuff going on here, somebody get a little couple dollars here, but back in the day, whatever. We knew that kind of stuff was going on. When you the head guy and your behavior is just as bad as the players doing worse, you gotta go. But what happened to Urban Meyer? Got a job right back at Fox, right? Them guys laying on their feet. Got the money from Ohio. Got the money from. Then he had got a job at with Jacksonville football, right? Jacksonville, right? Then after Jacksonville, that messed with Jacksonville. And then he got a job with Fox again. Bro, they keep getting good jobs, man. We have people out trying to get out. We have people out trying to get overtime. Pat Fitzgerald, ain't nothing gonna happen. He got money. He gonna land on his feet. They gonna compromise with him. They gonna say no. We gonna do a sellout. We gonna buy you out. Instead of $58 million, we're gonna give you $38 million. He was on the second year of that contract, so they're gonna give him about $38 million, $40 million, go away. I think him and his family will be okay the rest of his life. I don't think nobody's gonna hire him, but you can't be around kids. But that behavior. That culture you bring, that old school mentality stuff got to go. That's stuff in the past. Believe me, I've seen guys get bullied on that type of behavior in the locker room. Can't be tolerated. This is not the 70s and 80s no more. This is 2023, and these kids' mind don't deal with that well. It's not right. Say what you want to say. Call me what you want to call me. Well, I always tell people, ain't nobody going to check me either. No one's going to check me. I'm going to speak the truth. That hazing is wrong. Them sex games in the locker room is wrong. Pat Fitzgerald, you wrong. Michael Shell, you wrong. Miss Hickey, you wrong. That report, you saying that, oh, I don't think the coaches knew, as BS. You've been in locker rooms. You've been around stuff. You know that joker knew. We know the strength coach knew too. Players talk to strength coaches. They are best friends. We try to get stronger. Coach, how to get stronger? How to get bigger? How to get faster? We're always in their office talking how to get better. Your position coach, they know everything going on. Right? You meet with each other all day long. From 12 o'clock to 6 o'clock, and then you got study hall, training table. What are we doing here? Who you fooling? Again, had to come here today with this content. I had to put it back there. Finally, we mentioned it. We mentioned it on Sunday, right? I said, well, wait for something to happen yesterday. Finally fired the dude yesterday. I said, no, I'll wait till they come back today and get some more information what's going on with Northwestern football. Boom, got him. Pat Fitzgerald, bye-bye. You are a clown. Coach Ferenz, Iowa, you're a clown. You knew that stuff was going on, and I don't know why they didn't fire your ass. You should have been fired too. Allowing that behavior from that strength coach to be racial against them ball players on that football team. For the way they wore their hats and the way they wore their braids, or the way they rated or the music they listened to. Not only black people listen to rap music, but I know I guess my good white friends listen to rap music too. We all jam together. We listen to country together. We listen to R&B together. We listen to all kind of music together. So to stereotype us, only blacks listen to rap music, strength coach from Wichita, from Iowa, we gonna get your name too, brother. That's why they let you go. And then all of a sudden, Coach Myers was gonna hire this guy at Jacksonville. What is going on here? Birds of a feather flock together. They thought it was okay. Okay, we know you was doing racial slurs to the football team, where racial names, calling people out their name, and you think it was okay, and Urban Meyer was gonna hire this joker. Shame on you guys. But it's that culture. No one's afraid to break the culture. Everybody's worrying about stepping on somebody's toes. That's the problem. But it starts at the top with the team presidents, with the school presidents. It starts with those guys. You hired these guys. Start with AD too. You get some of it too. And the coach and the players from Northwestern want to call the AD a coward and call the president because they wasn't there at the meeting when they fired this dude. You guys be shaming yourself too, team captains. You guys know this stuff is going on. But again, you guys afraid that Coach Fitzgerald gonna say something to you guys, mess with your scholarship, and somebody give you the running. That's what they call it the running, right? You'll get the Shrek. On the whiteboard, all there, evidence. So what are we talking about? Again, guys, this was my special episode today. Had to get in there about Northwestern football, Iowa football, Ohio State football, all these guys. Gotta get better. Penn State, we went on, but Penn State, you was bad too with Coach Paterno. I grew up watching Coach Penn State football. I used to love Penn State football. I love Joe Paterno. But to allow that type of behavior, and all them defensive line coaches, like Bresciano, you was there at the time too, when that stuff was going on at Penn State. That's why you didn't get the job in Tennessee. But them guys said, you had to know that was going on there. But we know how. Don't say nothing about me. I don't want to hear what so-and-so's doing. He's doing that mess. If he's doing that, I don't want to know. I don't know. Y'all know that Joe was a freak. Thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. I truly appreciate you guys, man. Marky Mark, we can shout out to our angels when we get up out of this piece. I had you guys a little too long already. Marky Mark, Brother Timmy, Brother Noah, Sister V, Sister Alexandra, Brother Donnie, Brother Jazier, Brother Cairo, Brother Ethan, Nephew Sean, Brother Elijah, Brother Corey, Brother Quadri, Brother Anonymous. I truly appreciate you, brother. Man, I'm trying, man. Thank you, man, for watching the channel, subscribing to the channel. Man, give me great feedback. Thank you, my brother. Brother Anonymous, thank you, brother. I truly appreciate you, brother. Ben Jackson, thank you, brother, for howling out to me today, man. Hearing from you a minute. God bless you, man. Good to hear from you guys. Again, Brother Grininger, love you, my brother. Brother Grininger, Brother Spalletti. All you brothers. Brother Spalletti, Brother Brunson, Brother Junior, Rennie, Jimmy Dark. Love you guys. You guys be safe, man. I appreciate you guys. Sister Major, appreciate you. Sister Martinez, love you, girl. Appreciate you guys. Sister Iris, appreciate you. You guys be good, man. See you guys on the channel tomorrow. See you on birthday Wednesday. See you guys tomorrow, man. It's a blessing, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace, one love. Peace.